Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel ABAP Seniors. In our previous video, we have discussed about selection screen and how to make the selection screen more efficient. Now in our today's video, we will be discussing about some of the common things which will help you to make you efficient in ABAP programming. So what are those things is maybe these things will feel you like these are the simple things for an experienced people, but when if you are learning newly ABAP, these things will help you a lot, as these things will tell you a lot after you are done with your coding. So one of the thing is pretty printer. So whenever after writing your code, we will be doing the pretty printer. What is the pretty printer use? So for suppose I'm giving one more parameters p underscore erd80 type erd80 I'm giving. Now it will be like the code is not looking good, like it is not in the readable format. How you can make it to a readable format means by using the pretty printer. For now, since all the code is already done with the pretty printer, it is somewhat looking good. But if you write like 100, 200 lines of code, and if you don't do the pretty printer, it won't look good. And even the people who sees the code will feel like even after thousands lines of your code, it won't impress the other person, and the other person won't be able to understand it easily. So if I do the pretty printer, now we can see the difference in this particular statement. It has turned out this type into a uppercase l- statement, like it was in the lowercase before and it has turned out into the uppercase. How it is determining that it is turning into the uppercase, like we have not write any code for turning this type into a uppercase, but by doing the pretty printer it has turned out. But where we can see like how it is doing, like what are the things it will make to turn the code into your uppercase or lowercase, however it is, we can see in our today's video. But before that, this type is in blue color and this parameters, if you observe, this is in blue color. So whatever the words which are in blue color, these are keywords which are given by SAP, and these names we are defining, so these are not in the blue color. So we have to understand that whatever the words which are in blue color, these are the keywords which are given by SAP, and we cannot change these words because these are the predefined keywords. Now let us go to the pretty printer and see various types of settings available in our pretty printer. We have to go to utilities and settings. Now we have different tabs here. In the ABAP editor tab, we have one more tab which is pretty printer. Now after going to this pretty printer, if you observe, we have some checkboxes and some radio buttons available. By default, even if I don't choose this one, it will be uppercase keyword. I will choose this one, but I will disable this one. If you observe, after disabling this one, after not checking this checkbox, it is default, by default it is coming to this uppercase keyword. So even if you select or don't checkbox this convert uppercase or lowercase one, it will be by default uppercase keyword. If you want to change anything, you can just checkbox the one and you can define some other one. And we have indent also. So we will be discussing all these things. So first I will select this one. Now derive from the first statement. So we have the first statement as report underneath. So it will take the reference of your first statement, and then based on that first statement formatting, it will do the pretty printer of the whole source code of your report program. That is how it will work. And lowercase. Lowercase means it will turn all the things into the lowercase. Let me just do pretty printer now. See, all your code is coming into the lowercase. This is how the pretty printer properties will work according to the settings of your pretty printer. Now even a single letter or single word is not in the uppercase because we have defined the pretty printer as the lowercase. If you make it as uppercase, all the things will be in uppercase. I am doing the pretty printer again. Now if you observe, all the things are in uppercase. If you make entire report as in either lowercase or uppercase, you won't get the better readability. Now I will go to the pretty printer again. I will choose this one, which is the default option, uppercase keyword. This option will be different from your uppercase because this option will make the keyword uppercase, but all the things whatever you are declaring, those things will be in lowercase. That is how it will work. We have already seen this way. This is the default option which is there. Now if you observe, all the keywords which are in blue color, predefined words, those are in the uppercase and the remaining things are in lowercase. Let me go to this pretty printer again and I will choose this option which is lowercase keyword. This lowercase keyword means it will convert the keywords to the lowercase and all the remaining things into the uppercase. Whatever we have defined, those things are in uppercase, but the blue color ones are in lowercase. So that is how all the pretty printer properties will be. So based on your selection in your pretty printer screen in your utility settings, that is how your code will be populated. Code will be formatted. I will be choosing this one only. Now I'm doing the pretty printer. Yeah, it will be formatted according to your setting. Now I want to show you one more thing which is indent. Indent I am selecting before, but now I have disabled it. I will show you the difference. I will do the pretty printer now. Okay, since we don't have any blocks, it is not changing anything. Let me do one thing. I will write some code. I will explain this code in our upcoming videos. For now, I am just writing the code. So now I have done the pretty printer, but observe this if statement. It is like if statement is starting here and the end if it is at the after the right started. Now let me go to the utilities and the pretty printer properties. I will select this one indent. Now I'm doing the pretty printer. Now if you observe, if and end if are coming at the same place of your like wherever the if is starting, then they exactly the same position only the end if is also ending. And this right statement has started like it is inside the block, that means it is starting somewhat after your if statement, some positions, some character space it is leaving because it is inside your block and it is formatting like this. Now the code is looking good, but without indent the code is like here and there, which is not better for readability. That is how the indent also work in your pretty printer settings. These are the some things which you can change when you are working with your code. When you don't find that your pretty printer or your code formatting is not working good, you can go to your pretty printer settings by going into utilities settings, and you can change the properties and your code formatting will be done according to your setting. And one more thing is you have now the editor is like this. You can change your editor also. Okay, I have selected some other wrong thing. Let me go to utilities and settings again. In the editor, it is now source code based editor. If you select the text based editor and just select that one, and I'm coming back and displaying it. Now the editor is looking like this. This is how your editor will look like if you select that text based editor. We don't use text based editor. You will be using source code based editor only. You have to come back and display it. Now it will be your source code based editor. Now your code is looking very good and it is very user friendly for readability also. So this is all about today's videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to this channel for more useful content.